Pumpkin spice. It's no longer just a flavor to add to a pie. It's a lifestyle. The chokehold it has in America is unlike any other. I mean, can you imagine any other spice having this amount of power? Like cumin. Like they just start making a bunch of cumin flavored things. Shirts that say, I'm a cumin girl. Cumin and Jesus Christ. It seems every product these days wants to get in on the action. And I do too. I want to experience this craze for all it's worth. So for one full day, I'm gonna be eating only pumpkin spice items. Every meal, every snack, every dessert, every drink, all of it is gonna be pumpkin spiced. In a journey that both my bank account and my taste buds have not fully recovered from, I acquired the most strangest pumpkin spice items that I could find. Let's go to the store. Hi, my name's Kenna and welcome back to another episode of me talking. Pumpkin spice flavored. If you're not already subscribed, please consider subscribing to join the Kens. We are small. My first Target was Target. White girls love pumpkin spice, and you know what they also love? Target. It beckons us, like a moth to the light, a fish to a worm, or really anything else that can horrifically kill you, which is what Target will eventually do when we reach dystopic levels of capitalism. But when I went there was nothing. I scoured that store up and down, which wasn't easy, because this was the Target on Manhattan 34th Street, and that is always packed to the brink with tourists. You would think it was a Statue of Liberty. I did find pumpkin delights. My cameraman seemed to think that that didn't count, that they weren't going to taste like pumpkins. What else are they gonna taste like? They're shaped like a pumpkin. And if you shape a food like something, then it has to taste like that something. Look at dino nuggets or the smiley guy fries. They also had some fun pumpkin facts on the back of it.
Pumpkins are a fruit. They contain seeds. The largest pumpkin recorded was in 2021 and weighed in at 2,700 pounds. That's a big pumpkin.
If it didn't taste like pumpkins, why would that be there? Imagine you're getting a can of beans and on the back of it is just fun facts about carrots. You'd start to suspect that there were actually carrots in that can of beans. After scavenging, I found two items, pumpkin spice goldfish and pumpkin spice Oreos. I did also find these two pumpkin cups to put my pumpkin drinks in. That was a win. Due to the bust at Target, I was gonna have to do most of my shopping online. In doing so, I found the holy grail of pumpkin spice items. Pumpkin spice cup of noodles. They would only come out late October of this year, which is like, the hype is over by then. You've missed the train. So I had to go to other methods. Resellers on eBay. I paid $12 for an expired cup of noodles that probably within 3 weeks is going to be available at Walmart for 99 cents. We have an insane problem with package thieves at our apartment. If you're not down like the second the package touches the ground, it's gone. So I was refreshing the tracking, but then the worst happened. It seemed in a brief moment I had missed. It had been marked as delivered, but my noodles were not there. I just kept imagining that package thief slurping up those expired noodles, drinking the murky brown pumpkin flavored water like a Christian Midwestern girl's backwash. That should have been me. I was gonna go full Liam Neeson on their ass. I was gonna find who took my package, and I was gonna enact revenge for all of the peoples whose packages they've stolen. And I was gonna, it looks like the UPS just held my package. So I got it after all. As fate would have it, I went to a Target, not in New York, which was probably my first mistake. It was exactly what I expected from Target.
Okay, so I went to Target today. There was pumpkin everywhere. And they had the Pump King himself. And I did thank him for blessing me. I really did want to get them all, but I had to remind myself that my job in this video is not to try every pumpkin spice thing under the sun. That is the job of Rhett and Link. I'm just trying to make 3 square meals. So I did have to make some tough decisions. I put the Laura bars back immediately. But I did manage to curate a meal list that I think is looking pretty good. So I will see you guys tomorrow.
Alright, first meal of the day. I did wake up like this. I actually had makeup tattooed on my face because you never know when the robber breaking into your house at night is gonna snap a photo of you sleeping. I'm gonna start with the frosted flakes because they're what is calling my name. Cheers. Yeah, I would eat this. They're green. yummy. The reason I picked pumpkin spice frosted flakes over all the other pumpkin spice cereals is because that's the one that my cameraman wanted, and he was so gracious as to record me in these public places that I thought he deserved a little treat. And here's his review.
I think I like it.
Those frosted flakes kind of made me thirsty. So let's move on to the Starbucks. Don't talk to me.
It's
It's bubbling to the top. Does it do that? This is gonna explode on me. It smells like milk. Why does it kind of taste like a leaf? What is going on there? I think they took the stem part of a pumpkin and blended it up. They just took a full pumpkin and they put it in the blender. Yeah, I don't know if I like that. Maybe if you're a real Starbucks fan, a real coffee fan, it'll be like, oh my god, this is the best thing I've ever tasted, but I'm a tea girl. The dreaded bagel. I realized I forgot to explain what I'll be eating, so here it is. I got these pumpkin spice bagels from Trader Joe's, but I didn't see that they were gluten-free. I only noticed when I took it out and they were a bit gummy. But nevertheless, I'm gonna eat it anyway, and to eat with it, I am having Philadelphia pumpkin spice cream cheese. We started so high. We've fallen so low. What I'm really curious about is the cream cheese. So maybe I'm just gonna dunk the whole thing. It really looks like queso. It is cheese. Why was I like, it looks like cheese. If it's not. The cream cheese is actually pretty good. If I dunk it in an absurdly unholy amount of cream cheese, enough cream cheese that even just smelling it is gonna give me indigestion, then it's pretty good. Oh, this is Sunny. She's gonna be my little buddy with me on my taste tests because as you can see, she really likes pumpkins. Sunny, what do you think? All right, breakfast was over. One meal was done, but I quickly started to have issues. I've only just finished breakfast and I already have indigestion. So let's move on to lunch. So far, not faring well. Now, as you can see, I have a beautiful arrangement here. I'm going to be eating a pumpkin bread and pumpkin butter sandwich, some Trader Joe's pumpkin Greek non-fat yogurt with some pumpkin pie granola from Target. And then we have the limited edition Dunkin' Pumpkin Spice Goldfish. And then, this is the one I'm really excited for, the IHOP Pumpkin Spice Cold Foam Iced Latte. IHOP iced latte pumpkin spice flavored water packets. The reviews were mixed. Not too shabby. Disgusting. Now, it is only sold at Walmart, and there is not really a Walmart around me. The nearest one that had it was about 2 hours away by public transit. So that's 4 hours of public transit that I had to go through just to get this item. Thankfully, they did have it. I was so excited to try this, but first I needed some food in me because I had eaten very little from breakfast. I guess we'll start with the sandwich. Yeah, it's pretty good. It tastes like pumpkin bread that I would get at a cafe, but kind of like it's 4 p.m. and they're about to close and this is the last pastry that they had available. And the pumpkin butter is actually pretty good. I don't know, I guess I wasn't expecting it to be sweet. I guess I really don't know what pumpkin butter is. I thought it would be like butter, but it's more like jam. Let's try the goldfish. They taste kind of just like the normal graham goldfish. There is not a pumpkin in this goldfish. There is not a pumpkin goldfish in this They need to pump this goldfish with more pumpkin. This goldfish is not kin with pumpkin spice, more like pumpkin. They should have Dunkin' this in more pumpkin. I mean, it's good, but I don't think it's limited edition because I could just get graham goldfish. Oh, kind of tastes like a Scooby snack. You guys remember those? I get why Shaggy went crazy for those. So now I'm having the yogurt. Looks like this. Why did I do that? But no, you can see it's like yellow. I'm beginning to realize that most pumpkin items are gonna be not an appealing color. First, I'm gonna give it a raw try. Nothing on it, just the plain yogurt. Why does this also taste earthy? Do I not know what pumpkin tastes like? Let's put the granola in there. First, I'm gonna give the granola a fair shake on its own. It also reminds me of the pumpkin pastry you would get at a cafe, but this time it's been sitting out for several days and it's now hardened to a hockey puck. Maybe if you put them together, The yogurt kind of tastes like mustardy, like a sour taste. Is this expired? It wasn't. I just don't eat Greek yogurt and did not know it tastes like that. All of this has made me very thirsty. So I think I'm gonna try the IHOP. Pour contents of drink mix packet into glass. Fill glass with 8 fluid ounces of cold water. Stir to create foam and enjoy. Look at how big these packets are. This is huge. You want to combine this with half a water bottle? I don't see the vision here. Regardless, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna be putting it in this beautiful glass that my Grammy gave me. It was from a collection that she had in the 70s. So I hope I don't die of lead poisoning. Oof, it's like ashes. It's the ashes of all the pumpkins that died to make this. Okay. I'm sorry, I don't think I've ever used my arms before today. Oh, it's sizzled. I have to grab a thing to stir it, but don't look at my skirt. I forgot about my little pumpkin. Yeah, that's what we're drinking this in. It's like sand down there. If you were an ant, it would be the Californian desert down there. Okay, I guess I just stir until it foams. It looks promising. Maybe it'll be better than the Starbucks. It's like clunky. It's like chunks of wet powder. Perhaps what I am doing is against the Pumpkin King, but I persist. Or perhaps the Pumpkin King was trying to save me, because the second I tasted this drink, I knew I was in for trouble. It's so much worse than the Starbucks. Oh, it's so bad. I'm not even going in for another sip. I'm literally gonna throw up. It tastes like I just drank straight pumpkin spice syrup, expired milk, and there's no milk. I'm literally like sick. Just one sip. Not even Little Pumpkin could get me to take another sip of this. And he's got a very convincing face. Ugh. The IHOP drink. Do you want to try it?
I'll try it. Oh, I went.
Let's try it. You went for another sip?
It's not bad.
What? It literally made me almost want to throw up. You like it?
I don't know what you're tasting. It tastes a lot better than the Starbucks one.
Are you kidding me? It was not worth the trip to Walmart. Wow. All right, well, I will see you guys back for snack time, which will probably be pretty soon because I haven't been eating well today and I really need to pick me up. Then I took a little break. I started editing. That's me in the corner. These weird spots did start to appear on my face. I just ignored them. Ignore the spots on my face. I think maybe I was having an allergic reaction to one of the things. If it was any of them, I would suspect it would be the IHOP one because that tasted like literal poison. I digress. We're gonna push forward. Firstly, we're gonna consult with Sunny. What's been your opinion of these things? Yeah, I can see that. It's always great to hear from you. You always provide such insight. So I have 2 snacks today. I have the Pumpkin Delight and then the Pumpkin Pie Pop-Tart. So I'll start with the Pop-Tart. One critique is that they could have more sprinkles. It does taste like a pumpkin pie. Yeah, even the breading kind of tastes like crust of a pie. Overall, I got what I paid for. Do I like pumpkin pie though? The little Debbie Pumpkin Delight. He looks delightful. He does look like he's having a delightful time. I like it when they put smileys on food so that I know that it's like, it's okay. They're happy to be being eaten. Time to rip his face in half. This might be the best one. It's very soft and chewy and pumpkin flavored. So I had to let my cameraman know in a very respectful and polite way. Pumpkin flavored, you would say.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go continue editing videos. While I was eating that Pop-Tart, I was looking at all the other pumpkin spice items I was gonna have to eat today. And I thought, did I go overboard with it? But no, that's what wimps think. And I was a champion. And I was gonna eat all of these pumpkin spice items, even though it was giving me a bit of a tummy ache. By dinner, I was feeling real bad. All right, so for dinner we have the show-stopping cup of noodles, pumpkin spice flavored. These pumpkin tortilla chips from Trader Joe's. To eat with the tortilla chips, I have the pumpkin pie dessert hummus. For dessert, I have pumpkin spice Oreo with the pumpkin spice oat milk. I'll start with a plain tortilla chip, give it a fair shot. Is a child being murdered out there? What is going on? That's gonna be me in the bathroom after eating all of this pumpkin spice stuff. I'm just gonna go for it. If you hear the child being murdered in the background, that's just what happens sometimes. Tastes like a tortilla chip that you sprinkled with pumpkin. It's the most savory thing I've eaten all day. So based off of that, I enjoy it. You know, when I got these, the lady next to me at the checkout line said, Trader Joe's, they just love their pumpkin. They would pumpkin a pumpkin if they could. I'm gonna steal that joke right now. Trader Joe's, they love their pumpkin. They would pumpkin a pumpkin if they could. Yeah, I don't know how good this would be if I wasn't severely malnourished. As of right now, I love it. Now let's try it with the hummus. The hummus just looks like, it doesn't look good. It tastes like a melted candle that I just put in my mouth. Now the moment you've all been waiting for. It's not bad. No, hold on. Yeah, it's actually not bad at all. Here's the thing. I don't know if it's truly good or if it's just the only savory thing I've eaten all day. And so it's just automatically enjoyable. The Oreo. First, I'm just gonna eat it plain. I feel like if I had a more experienced palate, I would be able to more accurately review these, because the only review I keep thinking in my head is it tastes like pumpkin. Now I'm gonna dunk it in the milk. For the milk, I've brought back the lead poisoning cup so I don't disappoint you guys about getting lead poisoning. I'm not using the little pumpkin. Not after what it's touched. I don't even want to get the backwash of that IHOP latte. Okay. Almost took me out there. With the milk is almost too much. I don't know if I like it. I'm gonna drink the milk plain because again, I'm severely dehydrated right now. I peed. The pee was orange. Should I go to the doctor? Maybe. But I just spent so much money on pumpkin spice things that now I don't have the money for that. Milk just got on my skirt. Oh, the drinks just are not good. It tastes like a scent. I don't know, like, I feel so sick. I did actually throw up. Thankfully, I did have these pumpkin spice scented hefty bags. It didn't smell like pumpkin spice. It really didn't have much of a smell, so I threw it out. I did notice something strange though. My throw up did have pumpkin seeds in them. I was getting a little stressed about my current state of being, so I thought to relax with a nice shower, and I used pumpkin body butter, but it didn't seem to be washing anything off. In fact, my skin seemed to be getting orange. And then I cleared the air with some Febreze pumpkin patch spray, and that one was good. It did indeed smell like pumpkin spice, which made me sicker, so I threw up again. All right, we're back. I have hot cocoa pumpkin spice topped with some pumpkin spice whipped topping, pumpkin spice marshmallows. For a little side is pumpkin spice Twinkies, and then Peep pumpkin marshmallows, which I got to have with the hot chocolate before I knew that they made like actual marshmallows that are pumpkin spice. So I'm just gonna try this on its own. Look, he's smiling. What is he so happy about? This is a normal Peep. 1 second. Oh, I'm about to throw up. Okay. We're good. I know I'm so old now because right now I just thought, man, I could use a vegetable. Is pumpkin a vegetable or a fruit? Pumpkins are a fruit. They contain seeds. Cheers. Pumpkin spice season. I made it with a pumpkin oat beverage, so maybe that's where I went wrong. Maybe I need to make it with actual water, and maybe it'll taste better. All right, I'm gonna do that. Okay, so while I wait for this to cool down, I'm gonna have a Twinkie. I mean, what can I say? You know, I'm a goddamn American. I love a good twink. I mean, yeah, it tastes kind of like a normal Twinkie, like a vanilla Twinkie, but with a hint of pumpkin. I'm realizing I'm saying that about all the good ones. Yeah, they don't taste like pumpkin at all. And that's why they were really good. And I think that's the theme for tonight. The best pumpkin spice is not pumpkin spiced. All right, let's try the hot cocoa with water. It's hot. It is still very sweet. Everything's so sweet. Probably because they're desserts. I can see my dentist watching this, cringing. All I have to say is that you're not gonna see me for a while because, again, I spent most of my money on the pumpkin spice, so I don't have money for dental at the moment. These teeth better stay in on sheer willpower. But I wasn't concerned. Do you know why? Because I had Jesus Christ. More pumpkin spice and Jesus Christ. A coloring book. When I went to co-start coloring, I noticed there was no Jesus. It was mostly photos of Starbucks orders and then some hard to read scriptures, which was really false advertising. This is called Pumpkin Spice and Jesus Christ. Not a single Jesus, not a single Jesus, and I'm gonna be honest, the pumpkins are not spicy. They say more pumpkin spice. I say more Jesus Christ. 1 second, guys. I was starting to feel really bad at this point. And because of that, I thought it would be better just to sleep it off. So I just went to bed. But the next day, something had changed. I didn't feel like me anymore. I felt hollow and my skin felt hardened. I knew something was terribly wrong. I quickly rushed to the bathroom and pumpkin spice. Oh, and it came with a cute little matching handbag. Okay, concluding thoughts. I'm gonna separate this into things that should be pumpkin spice, things that shouldn't be pumpkin spice, and things that are indifferently pumpkin spice. First up, let's get it out of the way. Things that I'm indifferent about. The pumpkin pie goldfish, the pumpkin pie whipped topping, the pumpkin tortilla chips. Like, they were fine, but were they pumpkin? No, I don't know where they put the pumpkin. I kind of feel like they just packaged a normal product and put an orange label on it that said pumpkin. That being said, I am grateful for it, because if I had to eat one more pumpkin thing that day, I was gonna hurl. The pumpkin spice marshmallows, the pumpkin spice cream cheese, they're not things that I would go for, but they're not things that I'm mad about. Also, like, a pumpkin spice cream cheese could be used on a regular bagel and make it taste like a pumpkin bagel. There's uses for these things. Do marshmallows have animal fat? I guess I'll just eat meat now. I feel like the poor animal that got turned into a pumpkin spice marshmallow, it wasn't worth it. The gluten-free pumpkin bagels. I feel like that was my bad, that I didn't see that they were gluten-free, and how am I supposed to judge a gluten-free product? I'm not a part of the community. Now let's move on to things that really shouldn't. All of the drinks. I really am disappointed by this, because this is what spawned pumpkin spice craze.
We introduced pumpkin to spice. Us here, Starbucks.
Yeah, the Starbucks Frappuccino, I don't know what they put in it. They put spice, but they forgot the pumpkin. Maybe a pumpkin that's been out on the stoop for a little too long. The IHOP, it was $7 for 6 packets. That's over $1 for 1 packet. It is not worth it. Go to a Dunkin' and get yourself a pumpkin spice latte. Treat yourself, okay? You don't need to do this to yourself. The Swiss Miss pumpkin spice was all right. It was fine. The pumpkin oat beverage, it was a light orange yellowy color that did not appear appetizing to me. Pumpkin hummus. It did taste like a pumpkin pie, but it shouldn't have. Chickpeas? More like please don't turn this into pumpkin spice. I'm losing my fucking mind. Things that should be pumpkin spice. The pumpkin delights. They were a delight. Pumpkin bread speaks for itself. Pumpkin is delicious in bread form. Most things are. The pumpkin butter, pumpkin pie granola, pumpkin pie Pop-Tarts. Not my favorite Pop-Tart. If you put it in the lineup, I'm going for the cookies and cream. I'm going for the mixed berry. Hell, I'm even going for the Boston cream pie. But it does taste like a pumpkin pie. So maybe pumpkin pie just isn't my favorite. I don't know why I did this video. Pumpkin spice Oreos. Oreo has been making literally every flavor under the sun, so it just kind of makes sense that there would be a pumpkin pie Oreo. The Frosted Flakes, they're going in should be pumpkin spice. They're really something. The pumpkin spice Twinkies, it was pretty good, man. And what's better than a normal twink? A twink that's pumped. A twink that's pumped with cream that is pumpkin pie flavored. And finally, the cup of noodles, pumpkin spice. I actually liked it. It was one of the only products that I ate the full thing of. And that might also be because at that point I was just desperately craving something that wasn't like a processed dessert. I wanted something that was instead a processed meal. So that is my official review of these products. So I actually forgot that I had these, my mochi ice cream pumpkin spice, and I'm gonna try them on my TikTok. So if you don't follow my TikTok, it's at the Kenna Ken. Come visit me there. I would love to see you there. So if you do go there to watch this video, all I'm gonna say is get ready for your my mochi moment. In conclusion, I think that we have not pumpkin spiced enough. I dream of a world where everything is pumpkin spice. You wake up in the morning, you brush your teeth with pumpkin spice toothpaste. You do your workout with pumpkin serving as weights. You go to your job, your boss, a pumpkin. You go to a pumpkin patch, pumpkins. And in that world, slowly, the people will be pumpkins too. All right, I'm wishing you all a happy fall. If you haven't yet, please consider subscribing to join the Kens. I'm so upset that I did not call you guys the pumpkins. I spent this whole video making puns, and the most obvious pun to make did not come to my head. And if you have tried any of these pumpkin items, let me know what you think of them. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.
I just opened my email and
What do pumpkin spice and ADHD have in common?
like, what? Is that some sort of riddle? I don't know. Hyperfixation, an ability to eat only one thing for a month and not get sick of it, an intense love of the fall. I've opened it up and I've read through it and there's no explanation. They just put that as their title. They did not think it through. I guess they did win in this scenario. They did get me to click, so I think that they should make pumpkin spice medication. Because it's like, if I'm gonna have to take these pills for the rest of my life just to feel normal, then get a little festive with it, you know? Christmas time, make it taste like a sugar cookie. I'd guzzle that down. I now know why they don't do that.